we go. It's time for your Sunday Scoop. First up, Beyonce, known for her Thrills Tour show, but a recent concern at a concert left people on the edge of their seats for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, ladies, we're talking about a scary mishap left the pop star dangling midair. Check it out.
Stop.
Now, the singer was performing in a suspended red car when the vehicle started to tilt mid-air. This happened last weekend at a Houston show. Thankfully, she was not hurt and powered through the rest of the show after being lowered. A publicist says it was a technical mishap, but didn't give details. Beyonce shared a photo of the scary incident, and if you didn't know the situation, well, it actually looked pretty cool. She hasn't brought back the prop, understandably, for the rest of her show.
I wouldn't want to go back in there.
Yeah, you know what? If you didn't know, you would think it was like part of the show.
That's
like,
why she's the queen.
Right?
She made it look so flawless.
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't need to see you go around the stadia. I mean,
Right.
that's actually one thing that I think of. I think Taylor Swift did that in her tour too. Yeah. And that's the first thing I think of is, are they safe? Are they okay? I don't need you to do that. Just stay on stage.
Yeah, not only for Beyonce, who's up there, but for everybody down there.
Yes.
Can you imagine how frightening?
Yes.
But thankfully, Beyonce was harnessed and was
And
holding
the
on.
way she handled it, just total pro.
Great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we wouldn't expect anything else.
That's right.
So this one had us talking. So a new trend is putting an icy twist on a classic movie snack. So we're talking popcorn, ladies. We all know it. We all love it. What if it tasted better frozen? So the idea is that it improves both the texture and the taste. And a popular food TikToker recently put that theory to the test. Take a look.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Unfrozen. How does that work? It is slightly crunchier because I guess it's slightly frozen, but the salt factor punches harder on this frozen popcorn. It's unbelievable. Frozen popcorn does indeed taste better.
Interesting. So, well, there you have it. And apparently when popcorn is frozen, it leaves less kernels stuck between your teeth.
Oh.
If you're skeptical, try it yourself, or just make a bag of popcorn like usual by stovetop or microwave and leave it in the freezer for at least a few hours or overnight. Don't freeze the kernels beforehand, though. That doesn't work.
True.
I mean, kernels aren't going to get stuck in your teeth because you probably can't eat that much of it because it's
That's
frozen.
right.
Yeah.
And part of the beauty is the hot,
buttery
buttery popcorn.
I completely agree, and you know that's a complete opinion on her part. She says it's better frozen. I can't imagine it'd be better frozen. Although maybe kettle corn might be better cold, possibly.
Maybe.
I don't know, something sweet.
These trends are
like
starting to
ice
get
cream.
so weird.
Right.
They
Like,
are.
I'm like, what are you going to come up with next?
They are getting a little weird. I have to agree with that. I love, hot. It makes you think of going to the movies and
I don't know. Just opening that bag and all the steam
The
coming
steam.
out.
yes, there you
Butter.
go. There you go. I don't know if I'll be trying that anytime soon. Okay, get ready to embrace the stash because the facial accessory is making a big comeback. I think it
really
has
is.
been the last
Yeah,
few
I
years.
see it.
Yeah.
Style experts say Hollywood actors, both young and old, are rocking the upper lip facial hair that includes a more subtle approach like Timothée Chalamet to something more loud and proud like music star Benson Boone and Pedro Pascal. Mustache aficionados online say they love having the facial hair because it's playful and stylish. Okay, I'm gonna roast my husband for a second.
Do it.
He wanted to grow a mustache.
Okay. And you said no?
I said no. he grew it anyways over the span of a few months, and I said, okay, when are we done with the mustache? Because it has
Was
been
it like
growing
a
in
little stash?
popularity.
Yeah.
It works.
Alex says no.
Better with no mustache. I mean, I love you. I love you, Will, either way. But yeah, I do feel like it has been growing in popularity. A lot of men that aren't really typically used to the stash have been wanting to. And I think it gained popularity around Top Gun.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
Ladies, here's the thing. When I think of, this is maybe reflective of my age, my generation, but I think like a mustache beard, I think of like dads. Like, that's what dads do.
Yeah.
But I get it. The younger generation, like Timothée Chalamet.
Right.
They're making it cool.
The dads.
I
love
it.
that. It's funny. Like the New
dad
Balance
thing.
sneakers, the socks, or the what do they do? The socks with the flip flops. That's a dad move.
But to each his own. If you want to do it, do it.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that way.
points if they walk in and have a good stash.
There you go. Okay.
I like it.
All the men out there with a stash, Amanda's.
I'm right here.
Amanda's right here.